Okay, now we are into the second example that we are going to develop. We are taking the definition of creating the weather MCP, and this is the MCP server which provide us the weather information when the user will enter the prompt in the cursor AI for the specific city. Here you can see we have imported the fast MCP. We are importing the requests package which is inbuilt, and we are creating the instance of fast MCP, naming it to weather MCP. Now, as this is very basic example, we are hard coding this respective city coordinates, and we are supporting these five cities only. We have configured the respective latitude and longitudes, and then we are creating a tool. We are registering a tool. The name of the function is getWeather. Its naming convention should be meaningful because the cursor AI MCP configuration will get help that which tool needs to be invoked. Here we can see we are entering the city parameter, which would be identified from the prompt that the user is entering for invoking this respective weather MCP server, and it's returning a dictionary. We will worry about the weather API and the API key. But in this case, we are using this API openmeteor.com, which is the free API. So we don't need to worry about any of the API keys here. It's very simple. And here we have also hard coded the cities and its coordinates. You will learn the external API integration with MCP server, and we will also get to know how the request can be performed from Python and how the processing of the JSON can be done and how the response could be framed to show the outcome to the user. And one thing that I want to highlight over here is like you must be amazed to learn how the cursor AI actually finds that tool after the user enters the prompt. Now, this is the power of MCP. We will learn these fundamentals in upcoming lectures because my core intention is to make the students understand that how the MCP servers work, what are the core fundamentals of MCP, and after the students will learn the details about how the MCP servers can be developed, the underlying architecture would be very easy for the students to understand. Okay, now this MCP server is already configured here, and MCP JSON entry is already done, and here we can see now the user will enter the prompt for invoking this weather API. So the user will enter the prompt, get me the weather of London. So if you see, this is the simple prompt entered by the user where it's specifying that okay, the user is interested in getting the weather of London. Let's enter the prompt, and it has identified based on the MCP configuration that which tool is the matching one. It will suggest us and we can run it. The prompt identifies the city London over here, and this API will return the response of weather of London. You can see the temperature is this, the wind speed is this, right? It is quite pleasant. This is the additional information this AI chat will provide us. So this way we can integrate the external APIs with the MCP server. In the next lecture, we would be learning how to actually develop this right from scratch, how to configure this tool. We will be using the same example. This was the high level explanation of how we can integrate the API.